Happy New Year. It's 2019 up in this bitch. Can y'all believe it? Like, where did 2018 go? I really have no idea.
I said thank you, I designed it. Not your average girl.
Welcome to Nomad Peeps TV. This is your girl, the modern day Afronaut, Lisa, also Peachy Peach, formerly known as Queen Peachy Bay and whatnot. That was in 2019. Oh, excuse me. That was in 2018. This is 2019. And I'm just coming at you guys with a really quick video because I wanted to talk a little bit about the dentist. I had my first experience going to the dentist here in South Korea. So yeah, I wanted to share my experience because I know it's something that a lot of people are interested in, especially when they're going abroad or living abroad. But before we wanted to get into that, I just wanted to say Happy New Year and take a minute to just kind of like discuss how my New Year's went. I hope your New Year's went really well. Your Christmas, everyone's holidays was really good. I pretty much didn't do a damn thing but chill because here in Korea, they don't really celebrate Christmas like we do. We had Christmas Day off and New Year's Day. So that's pretty much it. Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, well, at least for me, I don't know about anybody else, but at least for me, being an English teacher here, I had to go to work on both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So it is what it is, but I still made the most of it. I ended up going to Seoul on Christmas Eve. I pretty much caught the train after school, headed on up, stayed at my favorite place, Common Guest House, and saw my boy Juno. So you guys have seen Juno plenty of times on the channel last year, and you're definitely going to be seeing more of him. But we just kind of kicked it, you know, went out for some drinks, didn't do too much, looked at all the couples, the tons and tons of couples walking around. That's one of her songs. It's really cool. New Year's Eve was just a very, very chill affair with me, myself, and I. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you would have seen I was like talking to y'all on New Year's Eve. Now I know some people might be like, that's sad, but to be honest, having a solo New Year's Eve in was like really chill. I was like chilled out, y'all. I was like on a whole nother level, That's how mine was. And I just want to also say thank you to anyone that has been rocking with me 2018 with Nomad Peeps TV. I know the videos be few and far between, but for anyone who's been tagging along, that includes family and friends, I know who you guys are. Just want to say thank you for rocking with me, because my channel is like officially over a year old, and although my content, you know, it's still a work in progress. Nomad Peeps TV is still a work in progress, but I gotta give myself props because I'm proud of kind of how far I've come. I made way more videos in 2018 than I did in 2017, and I plan to step it up in 2019 as well, and provide more content. Definitely more content, more videos, doing more cooking videos, kind of like exploring, but still all under the umbrella of Nomad Peeps, which is the community that I'm working to build, to connect with people who are living life abroad. And it's not just, you know, travel, it's a lifestyle. This is what it is. So I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers, all 94 subscribers. Hell, I'm gonna take it. I'm happy. I'm so gassed about 94 subscribers. Like, shoot, everybody's got to start somewhere. So anyway, thank you guys. Anyway, let's get into this video because y'all ain't really come here for all that. Y'all trying to find out how the dentist was. So yeah, usually I try to go for cleaning every 6 months, but of course between my time here in Korea and leaving Australia, I was without health insurance, so I really didn't get that taken care of. As soon as like I had the chance, I went. This was maybe a couple months ago, went for a cleaning and found that I had a cavity in one of my wisdom tooth. And if I'm talking a little bit funny, that's because I just had this sucker yanked out 2 days ago, so it's still a little bit tender. I probably shouldn't be doing all this talking, but it's all good because, you know, I got my meds and whatnot. I would say when it comes to finding a dentist here in Korea, you have a lot of options. Just like anything else, Google's going to be your friend and YouTube's going to be your friend, because there's already a few videos from other YouTubers talking about their experiences, how to go about doing it, and yada yada yada. If you're a teacher, you're going to have your health insurance covered, usually with public and public school and with the Hagwons. With the Hagwons, I don't know what the situation is, because sometimes it can be different depending on your I guess arrangement with the public school. I mean, with the Hagwon, if they are going to be covering your medical expenses, but I believe that they have to. I think that's like a requirement by the government that they have to. If you have your health insurance, and I'm speaking from experience of an English teacher, most of the time your coverage is going to be at least 50%, which is what mine's is. For anyone else, I know if you're military peeps, I don't know too much about that, but for military people, I'm sure you are good, you're Gucci, because you know, America. Military. I need to say no more. Like I said, Google, you just can do a Google search. That's what I ended up doing to find my dentist in the area. Now, I live in Pyeongtaek, which is about an hour south of Seoul, and Camp Humphreys is the main military base that's also here in Pyeongtaek, although it's kind of about, it's like in another area, which is about, I'd say, no, not 20 minutes. It's about maybe like 15 minutes outside of Pyeongtaek, like the actual city. That's where I ended up going and finding my dentist with Columbia Dental. That's where I ended up going, and I'm going to tell you about my experience in just a second. But before I do that, I just wanted to say, if you are searching for a dentist or any type of medical professional, or you need some type of medical procedure done in Korea, you're going to find a lot of doctors, dentists that speak English and have, you know, facilities. I think most of them do, but like I said, do your research. If you are a teacher and you still feel unsure, you know, ask your co-teacher, or if you have a Korean friend, someone that can assist you. For me, it was important to have to be able to communicate with whoever is like laying hands on me. Like, I gotta communicate with you because of course my Korean is not there to do that. And I didn't want to depend on my co-teacher either, because she already helps me with a bunch of things. So that's what I would say. Do your research. If you gotta go in person to the place to check it out, call on the phone first, you know, do what you gotta do, but just make sure you do your research before deciding on a place. Now with Columbia Dental, I have to say I was very, very happy with this procedure and the services there. It's actually like a brand new building. Again, if you're somewhere, if you're near Camp Humphreys, well, it's literally next to Camp Humphreys. So for the most part, majority of the people and patients that I've seen when I've been in there have been other Americans. So like I'm pretty sure that they are servicing most likely military staff, considering they're right next to Camp Humphreys, and next to that is an apartment building, which I'm pretty sure is mostly American military staff or whatever living there. So I already had that when I picked up the phone immediately, you know, English, so that was kind of like a bit of a relief for me, knowing that, okay, like obviously it's going to be fine. And then on top of that, the facilities were beautiful, brand new, and I think the main doctor there, she went to, well, it's called Columbia Dental, and I think that's because she actually studied Columbia University in New York City, like the dentistry school there. So like they pretty much are on top of everything. And so I had to have a wisdom tooth removed because there was a cavity, not a bad cavity, but when I went for my cleaning, they were like, you probably should have it out. Now, I'm not a person that's afraid of the dentist, but in the past, I've had a really, really, really bad experience having a wisdom teeth removed, in that I ended up getting a dry socket. For any of you that don't know what a dry socket is, or if you've never experienced, it is like, I mean, shoot, I have a high pain tolerance, but I have to say that so far in my 30 years, that's been the worst pain I've ever experienced, was having that. And I was in university when this happened. But it's essentially when you have your wisdom tooth removed, you know, this is minor surgery. So usually if it's a large wisdom tooth and they have it removed, your body naturally forms a blood clot there in the actual socket. That's what it's called. But if something happens, like you use a straw, or there's many different reasons why you can develop a dry socket. So if the blood clot is lost or removed, or you lose it, it exposes, it literally is dry socket. The inside part where the tooth is removed becomes dry and exposed, and all those nerves and sometimes even the jawbone is exposed. So that's what causes like extreme pain. Like, oh my gosh, it's like somebody taking a knife and like stabbing the inside. I know that's like a ooh. Since then, I've been so nervous to have these procedures done, especially when it comes to having wisdom tooth removal. I let them know that, but I have to say, like, overall, I had a better experience here with this removal than I did in the US having it done. So when I went in, everyone was so nice, really kind, really cool. The nurse, she could tell I was nervous, and when they were giving me the needle for the Novocaine, she like put her hand over my hand. It was like, oh, it was like so sweet. She was really nice. It was done so fast, like it would literally, it was like next thing I know, like I thought they were sitting me up, because he did have a bit of a struggle kind of getting it out because I have very deep roots. But next thing I know, they were sitting me up and I saw like the tooth laying there, and I was like, oh damn, I didn't even realize. And the thing that stood out to me was they also stitched me up, which I didn't have that happen before in the US, because that's what you really should be done if you're having this type of procedure. So anyway, they stitched me up, and then I came in the second day for them to dress the wound, and also their aftercare is really good. They sent me home with instructions. They sent me home with an ice pack, gauze. They gave me a prescription for, which one am I like? They gave me a prescription, so this is like the pain medication, whatever. So they really kind of like, you know, they hooked me up, and yeah, so far so good. And like this is day 3 in, and it's like the process is not as painful as I thought it was going to be. So I have to say, overall, Columbia Dental, anyone around the Pyeongtaek area or whatnot, I definitely highly recommend them. And they were like, it was in and out. So the cost of my whole procedure of having my wisdom tooth removed, between going in the actual day of the procedure and then coming back the next day for them to give me to check it and have the dressing, and they've also put like an antibacterial type of thing on there, it came to like about 13,000 won. And I'm thinking I thought it was going to be so much more. Like I was like shocked. So I think that was me paying 50% was about like 13,000 won, which is probably like, I don't know, I want to say maybe, let's say like 12 US dollars or something, which is like just insane. It's crazy because it's so much more expensive. And even when I was in Australia, I was thinking about getting it done when I was living in Melbourne, and I'm pretty sure that they told me it was going to cost, like, to have both of the teeth, or they were going to take both molars, was going to be like, because I still have another one. I think they had quoted me like 250 Australian dollars. I'm like, damn. So also, like, you know, medical tourism is real. So if you're like actually thinking about coming here and getting, you know, stuff done, it might be worth your while to do that. I hope everybody's first week into the new year is going good. You know, I'm feeling pretty good. I've been having really good energy about the year to come, kind of feeling excited about a lot of things, opportunities, and new things happening on this channel as well. So yeah, happy new year. Please, as always, if you enjoy my videos, help your sis out. Like, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, because I answer like in real time. I always do. Like YouTube, I'm a YouTuber, but YouTube is also my guilty pleasure because I won't even be watching TV like that. Like I have Netflix on somebody else's dime. I'm always there, so just, you know, reach out to me and, like, you know, connect with me always. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys on the next one, and as always, stay happy, stay healthy, be well, and I will talk to you guys later.